Hello guys, welcome to Catfish Enterprise. So if you're new to the channel, do it to hit on the subscribe button, turn up your notification so that once we post new updates, you get the new updates on your phone. So today we are going to be looking at the earthen pond and the concrete pond, which is more suitable for your fishes. Persons have been asking, okay, I want to go into the catfish farm business. Which pond should I go for? Should I go for the earthen pond or should I go for the concrete pond? So which one will be suitable for me? Which one is not that very expensive and which will be easy to manage? So in this video today, you're going to be comparing the both pond from the construction of each of the pond, from the maintenance of each of the pond to preparation of each of the two ponds, either the concrete pond or the earthen pond. So it gives you the view of which pond will be suitable for you based on your location or the capacity of farm you want to run. So sit back, relax as we take you through the earthen pond and the concrete pond. So we are starting with the concrete pond today. Now for the concrete pond, is a pond that is made of concrete like cement. So we use cement to do the pond. Now from molding of the bricks, like you can see on the screen, these are the blocks that have already been molded for the concrete pond that will be used to build the pond. Now the site you want to use for maybe building your pond, first of all it will be measured depending on the size of the pond you are looking at for. If it's 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, they'll do the measurement and they'll start doing the foundation for it. So this should involve the use of trained personnel. So you don't just get anybody from anywhere to say, okay, I can build a house. Now, persons that build maybe houses are different from persons that do the fish pond. Now, why is it different? Now, most times, because this pond will retain water all through the season that the fishes will be there, 5 months, 6 months, there will always be water inside the pond. So if it's not well done by professionals, your pond will start leaking water. You see that after you transfer water into the pond will be leaking water and it will not be good for you, and it can also collapse the pond because once the pond is soaked with water, it will collapse the concrete. So involve the use of trained professionals, civil engineers, or a consultant that knows about the construction in the fish farm business. Now here at Catfish Enterprise, we consult for persons that want to build, let's say, a concrete pond. That's what we do. We give you the relevant guide you need and the relevant personnel you need. We have persons that are trained to do this, from the mud molding and also to the setting of the pond to the plastering of your concrete pond. Now the advantages of the concrete pond include it's secured and also it can be used for different sizes of fishes. So you can use it for fishes from the fries and also till the grow out stage. So these are advantages of your concrete pond. So the next we are going to be looking at is the earthen pond. Like we said, we are doing a comparison of your earthen pond and the concrete pond. Now the earthen pond involves excavating of the soil. Now it involves excavating of the soil to excavate, and it can be done manually. Now it can be done manually by the use of shovels and spades. Like you can see the one that we did recently. Now this was done in Ogun State. It was done manually by our team. So now what they do, they come to the site, measure the site, and they start digging it out. Now they dig out the soil from there. And also you can also make use of a machine to evacuate the soil. But digging manually is more effective because it gives you the right shape that you need. Now, using the machine might not give you the exact shape or size you need. You might also want to involve different personnel or manual laborers to also do the digging for you. So it's like I said, now it depends on also the soil type. Now, not all soil types are suitable for the earthen pond. So there's different soil types that are suitable for your earthen pond. You must make sure you understand your soil type that you want to use, and make sure that the soil type is a wetland. You can see from the pond that is going on now that there is water on the ground. Now this water was not brought in. If you look down, you see there is a pumping machine that is also pumping out the water from the pond to enable the workers work effectively. Then for the concrete pond. Now the concrete pond is built with a flow out system. Now this was a pond that I showed you earlier in the initial state of the construction where we are doing the foundation. Now it has gotten to this stage that they've finished the building, so it is now for the flow out system. So it is built in with a flow out system. This system helps to move water out from the pond. So if you want to recycle your water, if the water is dirty, you want to change the water, bring in new water, this is the work of the pipe. So it's done in the construction stage of the pond. So you don't just finish building the pond before you start putting it. No, once you are still in the construction stage, you put your flow out system to take out water from the pond, and also there's a different pipe that will be bringing in fresh water into the pond. So that's how it's been done, and the size of the pond will determine the size of the pipe you are making use of. Now for the earthen pond also, there is this built with also a pipe that removes water from the pond. Now, so that your pond don't get contaminated at any time. So if it gets contaminated, this pipe helps to remove the water from the pond. So that's what it serves to. It helps you to remove the water from the pond and also bring in water into the pond, so your pond